Hello everyone and welcome to another Nighthawk Racing track guide. Today I'll be showing you around Sardegna A road course reverse, and I'll be driving the Group 3 Genesis. So, turn 1. This is quite a complicated one to get right, depending on whether you're on a hot lap or you have some traffic ahead during the race, but ideally you want to be carrying as much speed as possible without hitting the wall. So you want to open your line as much as possible here on the right. You start turning in as soon as you see this white piece of tarmac. And as soon as you're aiming towards this curve on the left, you want to do some throttle adjustment. Try and carry as much speed as possible without hitting the barrier. And trust me, if you go full throttle through there, you're going to hit the wall. Turn 2, you want to brake in between the 150 and 100 meter board. And you're going to be trail braking. Start turning in just after the 50 meter board. You want ideally to be either on first or second gear. First gear if you want some more rotation. I'd recommend short shifting on the exit before you go full throttle, just to give you more stability and the ability to get a better exit and accelerate faster. Then you reach turn 3, so you want to place your left hand side wheels on top of the stone that's in here. And you're going to give just a slight nibble on the brakes, roughly 25%, and or lift off can be enough. And you're going to turn in as soon as that barrier to the left starts. And as soon as you get close to this barrier on the right, you already want to be going full throttle. Watch out, just not to hit the barrier or to go on the grass. And then you want to stay kind of in the middle of the track here. And for this set of corners, you want to be braking as soon as this concrete barrier ends, or just a little bit after it. You want to stay as close to the left as possible without hitting this barrier. You're going to use the same trick as the beginning of this section, so putting your left hand side wheels on top of the stones. Trail brake until you hit the apex, and ideally you want to be either in second, first gear if you need some more rotation, second gear, or even third gear on the exit. So I'd recommend short shifting through this corner just to get more stability, better exits, and the ability to go on the full power a lot sooner. This entire complex of corners is done flat out. Kind of want to stay a little bit in the middle of the track, but that's not really mandatory. Most important thing is that you are on the left here, as fully to the left as possible. On the entry to turn 10, you want to be braking just slightly after the 100 meter board. You're going to be trail braking, going to be somewhere between second and third gear, and as soon as you get to this apex and kind of close to the barrier here, I'd recommend you short shifting to maybe the higher gear available to compared to the one you're currently in, and yeah, just power through. Turn 11, you're going to be braking either just before this curve, like the stone bit starts, ideally between the 100 and the 50, maybe a little bit closer to the 50. You're going to start turning in. You're probably going to be in first gear. I'd recommend shifting to second as soon as you're getting close to this curve on the left, and then you stay somewhat to the left here as well to give you a better entry onto turn 12. But in here I'd recommend you just lifting off the power ever so slightly. You'll probably see this better on the hot lap, and upshift, so that then on the exits, kind of like here, you're going to be full power. And yeah, just watch out for the grass and the gravel on the exit, and obviously the penalty zone. People might be serving penalties through there, so beware of that. And then we get to turns 13 and 14. I'm going to take these two as a whole kind of complex. So you're going to be full power around 5th or 6th gear through here, possibly 5th gear. And as soon as you basically get to this bit of the curve, you want to start turning in, and you're basically going to be braking all the way through here, but just with different intensities. So for this first part of the corner until you do turn 13, you're going to be roughly 50% on the brakes. You stay as close to the left as possible, and as soon as the curve ends, you're going to apply more braking and lift until you hit the apex. You're going to be possibly in first or second gear, and as always at the exit I'd recommend you either shifting to second or third gear just to get a little bit more speed and yeah, more stability on the car. You want to aim towards this curve here, but be careful not to carry too much speed and run wide, because if you hit the gravel you're going to lose massive amounts of time, and this is one of the most crucial corners on the lap because it leads you onto this very long straight and you want to be carrying as much speed as possible. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more track guides and the replays of our races. See you all very soon.